Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. Guess what I am? I'm in jail. Why? I'm in a Welsh jail, of all things. This is Ruthin Gaol. This is a couple of centuries old, if not more than that. And I'm down in the cell block. Oh yeah. We've got the dark cell over there. You can see over there when I'm pointing. That's the dark cell. And it's going there, it's dark. And then you get the crank. This is the crank cell. So let's just go in here and have a little look, shall we? What are we in here? The crank. The jail's rules often change to conform to Parliament's views on prison conditions, which were harsh and strictly practiced. If prisoners misbehave, they risk losing provisions, being flogged or put into solitary confinement. The treadmill and the hand crank were used as punishments. The hand crank, folks, is here. It's a very big box. It looks like an old style. You're filming something. Like action, and you're cranking the camera. So what you do? You put your hand in there and get your hand crushed. Let's find out. As a form of punishment, a form of work or punishment, prisoners were made to turn the handle of a hand crank, a totally repetitive and meaningless exercise. Adults had to turn up to 14,480 revolutions a day. That's 1,800 turns an hour. And juveniles, so kids, 12,000 revolutions a day. My God, just turning that for absolutely no reason at all. I do remember Conan the Barbarian was on the wheel of pain, and he grew to massive proportions. That'd be one hell of a workout. So, the padded cell. Let's see what we got here. See these doors? All riveted, bolted and nailed and all that, and well, there's not much to see in here, but there is your padded jacket. Oh, look at this baby here. I presume that's unisex. And you got all your straps and your buckles and all that. Now, to me, that isn't that bad. Having, I wear a kilt every day, as you know. Zip. There we go. And so I'm always strapping myself into the whole kilted caboodle. So that'd be a doddle to me, that. So we're back out. Liz. Welfare. Welfare? What's this? Is this where prisoners come to say, I'm not really having a good time in here. Ooh, the warders are quite nasty, and some of the other inmates are quite aggressive. And I miss me family and me dog. So they come and air their grievances and their woes in here, I presume. So you've got all these things here, Ruthin County Jail rules for prisoners. Every prisoner shall attend prayer and public worship, except in cases of illness or other reasonable cause, to be allowed by the governor or a visiting justice. Like obviously, if you're an atheist or you practiced heathen values and you could be a warlock, you could obviously abstain from all the kind of religious style of things, I presume. Look at this. You've got families in here. Families, look. Craziness. The kids are playing. Looks quite cozy, actually. So let's see what else we got. Love these lanterns. Great, aren't they? What's this room? There's no sign. It's... Oh. You've got Will's poem. Poor Will's in Ruthin Gaol, dejected and depressed. His net and gun are lying redundant in a chest. Pheasant now can wander the squire's lush estate, and rabbits freely scamper in fields from morn till late. Obviously, poor Will. Poor Will was a poacher. Poor Will's in Ruthin Gaol. His wife nor children care. Oh dear. The only one exception is Flash the Whippet there, who's like a faithful pilgrim in search of peace and grace, whose God is at a distance and can't see his face. In the last night's quiet woodland, the moon was under sail. A sore eyes, bright and beady, the flash of fluffy tail. Why am I giving it a Scottish accent? This is Wales. I thought I heard some voices, like rivers in that there dell, all thanking their creator that Will's locked in a cell. And what have we got here? We've got a plethora of books and things. Oh, some light entertainment for when you let out your cell for like 10 minutes and you can come to the reading room and read about executions and capital punishments. And Peaky Blinders. Yes. So, you can hear the fly buzzing around. What would an old ancient jail cell be without flies buzzing around your wounds and your piss bucket? Another room here. What's this one? It's a game. Look, it's like, what's this? Is this like Ruthin Gaol Monopoly? Escape from Ruthin Gaol. So let's see here. Obviously, you got your Welsh and you got your English. Told warder about escape plan. Throw again. What? So you grassed up your mates who were trying to escape? Read the Bible. Go forward 3 spaces. Whistling in yard. Go back 4 spaces. Folded clothes. Good boy. Good laddie boy. Yeah. Bed not made by 9 o'clock. Oh dear. Never mind. Miss a go. Found money and handed it in. These are like right absolute pussies, aren't they? The ones who are on this. Smoking in cell, back to start. Went to chapel. Forward 3 spaces. Good laddie boy. Washed feet and clean cell. Oh, there's good. Look you. Looking out a window. A real bad offence, that isn't it? Looking out a window. Here, trying to escape. Go back through tunnel. It says trying to escape with a question mark on it. So, are you trying to escape, or are you just having a little look down the tunnel? Who knows? Let's see what else we got. Oh, the female cell. I bet this was popular with the boys. So you got like a mangle. This is a mangle used for wringing clothes, not squashing fingers. I'll bet. And here's all the sexy undergarments from the female inmates, and a neat array of cast iron weirdness and tongs and all sorts of weird things. Ooh, there's a sexy female prisoner. The lesbian porno movies from the 70s, I don't think were based on this. So what have we got here? Jane Roberts. Description: 5 foot, fresh complexion, brown hair, hazel eyes, cut mark on right side of the chin, and a small mole. We've got to have a pet, haven't you? Slight scar on back of first knuckle of right hand, indifferent behaviour. And I've got all their convictions here. Alice, also known as Mary Wilson. A rogue and a vagabond, endeavouring to obtain charitable contributions by means of false pretences. Oof. Ugh. Okay. And there's more. Where are we now? What's this? Oh, this is the Henry Smith, committed at Wrexham for larceny in a dwelling house. Convicted at Ruthin, discharged. I'm like, oh God. Well, he's been in and out. And you got Edward Jackson down here, the Mason's labourer, convicted of stealing potatoes, of stealing 2 teapots, convicted of assault on police, convicted of cutting down hazel trees at Gwersyll, the property of Sir Watkin Williams Wynne, the baronet. Stupid boy. Accused of stealing fowls. A lot of stealing fowls, actually. Stealing a cow. He took a cow. He moved up. He moved up the evolutionary scale. Took a cow. George Blake. This man was convicted at Ruthin for picking pockets at Denby. David Francis. What did he do? Robbery with violence. Naughty boy. James Thompson. housebreaking at Rosdu. John Green, housebreaking at Rosdu as well. Was he in cahoots with James Thompson? Who knows? Oh, we got that. Oh, they got loads more. Ah, so many. And you'll find that things haven't changed too much. Ooh. Can we go in here? Seemingly not. Can you see in there with the spy hole? Not sure what's going on in there. Someone tried to escape. It's John Jones. Lochbach Ibala. 1854 to 1913. You alright, son? Ooh. Toilets. Oh, hang on. Got the cell here. It's this one. Lochbach Ibala. This is John Jones. Is this the guy? Is that the coffin? Hang on. I'm going to go back. John Jones. Tim, this is his cell. There he is, John Jones. Every prisoner guilty of any of the following offences will subject himself to punishment, attempting to escape or assisting others to do so, or knowing of any contemplated attempts to escape and not reporting the same directly. John Jones, known as Lochbach Ibala, the little redhead from Bala, was a kleptomaniac and poacher. Having served time in every prison in North Wales and many in England, he is thought to have spent more of his life in prison than out. Nicknamed the Welsh Houdini, he had a reputation for escaping. Well, get out of that box, mate. Go on. I bet he has. You open that box, I bet he's not there. He's finally escaped. So yeah, look. Here, after 5 days on the run, weak from living rough on the Nant Clwyd estate, Jones was shot. Who by? He died later that day from gunshot wounds and shock, and was buried at Llanidian Churchyard. Here, there you go. You see, that's him. He was in that box there. Well, I presume that box is a reproduction. Kilt-Man catches on quick, doesn't he? See, I believe all this stuff. Look. It's easy to get out and escape. The doors are open. Oh. It's the prison yard. Can you even see me? It's gone ultra bright, hasn't it? But yeah, there's a massive prison yard there. You can't see a thing now, can you? Do apologise for that. Yeah. It was super sunny out there. So, a little view down all the cells. Where are we going now? We're going to go up here. Interesting, isn't it? Well, I hope it is. It's a little Kilt-Man adventure. We're going up the stairs, past all the filthy screws. Whoa. Somehow I'm reminded of porridge. Can you see this? This has all gone horribly wrong, hasn't it? Can you see everything up there? Yeah. It is porridge, isn't it? It's also Tango and Cash. I'm reminded of that as well. And McVicker, condemned cell. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to intrude. You were so quiet, I didn't realise. So, what's happening to you guys then? Oh. Okay. Okay, well, I don't want to hang around. I'll leave you two guys to it, okay? Right, wind your neck in, mate. Wind your neck in. So let's hope what's next? William Hughes. Well, hang on. Oh, it's a fire. It's a fire exit. So you got all stuff. Oh look, you got like. Ooh, what's that meant to be? Is that like an executioner's cap or something? No, I reckon that goes underneath that, and they clamp that round your head. You know, if you're a biter or a nasty head butter, that's what they make you wear. Crime detection. This is otherwise known as the Sherlock suite. Until the mid-19th century, each parish appointed its own unpaid constable. His powers were limited. He could only detain a suspect if the victim reported the crime to a local magistrate. In the 1820s, there was one constable for every 3,000 people living in London, and I bet he did more work than the actual police in Great Britain today. In 1829, Sir Robert Peel formed the Metropolitan Police. The first professional police force were known as bobbies or peelers. Yeah, they love potatoes. They were forever peeling potatoes. Photography gave the forces a new way of keeping picture records of criminals and also crime scenes as well. Fingerprints. Look at that, God. I've heard of Bigfoot, but a big thumb as well. Ooh. I'm sure we've just met her before, didn't we? We've met all of these swines. Hang on. Am I wearing their hat? Okay. So what we got here? The munitions factory cell. Munitions factory cell. Munitions, folks, is ammunition. Look at this. And equipment for the armed forces. Jesus, I've heard of a jaunty angle on your hat, but look at that. Ruthin Gaol, methinks. Oh, is that the ladies' cell again? Very popular with some of the inmates. Laddie boy. So yeah, some bullet casings here. Some artillery shell casings. Oh, and a wireless. Some more bullet casings. What else do we have here? Ammunition and shell casing carriers. Look at this. 120mm. That's for tanks. Cartridges for weapons. What's this one meant to be? Probably the same thing, but 1942. It's dated on that. Very nice. Very nice. And a flat screen TV from Future Wars. So, he was 17 years old. He only spoke English. He had no body. He was just a floating head. He looks like a human onion, doesn't he? So, munitions were also dealt with here as well. Denbighshire, that's where we are. We're actually in the county of Denbighshire. Can't go beyond there. But we can go in here, a typical cell. Well, at least he isn't masturbating and dreaming of fava beans. But, hello mate. I'm sorry, ooh God, I bet you are dreaming of fava beans. It'd brighten that up a bit, wouldn't it? Nice. So, accounts of male prisoners' cells. Against the wall on one side is set the bright copper hand basin with a tap of water immediately above it. At the extreme end of the cell is the smallest closet, well supplied with water pipes. And in another part, you can see the shaded gas jet. Gas jet! Whilst in one of the corners by the door are some 2 or 3 triangular shelves where the prisoner's spoon, platter, mug and soapbox, etc. are stored. There is a little table and a stool, and occasionally on the former may be found some brown paper-covered book or periodical. Hanging against the wall is a pasteboard bill headed "Notice to Convicts" and the rules and regulations of the prison, as well as a little little card inscribed with the prisoner's registered number and citing not only his previous occupation, but term sentence, date of conviction, etc. Furthermore, there is, in a corner near the cupboard, a button, which on being turned causes a small gong to be struck in the corridor without, and at the same moment make a metal plate or index outside the door start out at right angles to the wall, so that the warder, when summoned by the bell, may know which prisoner is wrong. Couldn't he have just, that last bit there, gone like, he can ring a bell when he wants attention? Jesus. But there you go. There he is. So I take it from his dejected position. No one responded when he rang his bell. Naughty boy. Oh! Someone's escaped. It's Mrs. Kilt-Man. Oh! Another room here. What's this? Well, this one looks like a ship's galley. Oh! And there's a ship. The Neptune. What's this then? It's this was a cell on a convict ship. Neptune was a 3-decker ship which started life transporting goods for the East India Company. Is there an alarm going? My God, there was an alarm going? Was that him in the other cell? Trying to... Oh, everything's updated now. He doesn't ring a gong now. He presses a button and you get a digital sound effect coming out. Neptune was a 3-decker ship which started life transporting goods for the East India Company, but then became a transportation ship taking convicts from Britain to Australia. Take note, Scrowie. There are records showing convicts from Ruthin Gaol were on Neptune. Well, there you go. Look at that. So this would be, your oak-planked, timber-laden transport ship going all the way around the world to Australia. Little notes. Yes, little notes. And here you are. Place your bets. In the bookies, place your bets. You got the Welsh side of it there, and you got the English side. Fancy a free trip to Australia? Sounds good. Think again. In Victorian Britain, the idea of sending people to another country as punishment for a crime began in 1614, when convicts were sent to America. Take note, all you people who settled down in the land of dreams, and you're convicts. From 1787, Australia became the country of choice. Just 17 years after Australia was discovered by Captain Cook, the first convoy of convicts left Portsmouth, headed for Botany Bay. Botany Bay! Con! 11 ships were sent carrying 736 convicts. If you were transported to Australia between 1787 and 1868, there was very little chance of you coming back and seeing your family again. Was you really that arsed? Why were prisoners transported? If you were committed a serious crime, you were very likely to be transported to New South Wales, Tasmania or Western Australia. But others were transported for minor offences, even if they hadn't been in trouble before. This was particularly true for women. Yeah, get the bloody women out. Oh, God. Transporting convicts with sentences of 7 years or more was cheaper than keeping them in prison here in Britain. See, it all comes down to finance. Life in Australia. Work, work, work. From building roads, breaking rocks or working the land. Even if convicts survived the journey, there was no rest. Those who disobeyed were treated harshly. So just for surviving, you were treated even worse. Whipped and chained together for weeks on end. Many remained after their sentence was served, choosing to make a life in Australia rather than face the journey back to Britain. When did it end? It hasn't ended. Why did it end? I just said it hasn't ended. So, look at this. Lovely. Life on board. Cabin on upper deck with a sea view. Table service at meal times. No such luxuries on the convict ships heading for Australia. The company on board moaning prisoners, bugs, cockroaches and rats. It sounds like a typical night in Kilt-Man. The prison cell, everyone kept together below deck in large dormitories. Chained up for the first week, after which prisoners were too ill to escape and jumping overboard meant certain death. The women's cell battened down at night. The air was foul. Stunk of fish. Entertainment. A vessel chaplain would read prayers and preach on the Sabbath. God, no! Yeah, that's it. That's the worst punishment ever. The food. None. Gruel and ship's biscuits. The ships would be either freezing cold or boiling hot. Sea swells would be so bad they washed people out of their beds. Watching people become sick and dying was a daily occurrence. Dearie me. Let's say how long the trips were. The first stage, the cramped journey taking weeks. Waiting for prison ship leaving port could be more. So weeks going from here to London, then more weeks waiting for a ship to leave London. Convicts put to work and kept in appalling conditions. The transportation ships were old and leaked. Once on the ship, the journey took 6 to 8 months. Actually, I thought it'd be longer than that. I mean, oh dear. Just 6 to 8 months, Kilt-Man. There could be days just stuck at sea, waiting for the wind to change direction. Oh. There's your bed. That doesn't look too bad. That looks more comfortable than my bed. In the stable. So, what have we got now? Stairs again. We've got some more books. These are books that anyone who's escaped from their cell and manages to evade the guards, they get distracted by books and end up sitting down reading the brand new book there. Horrible Histories, Crime and Detection, Villainous Victorians, Crime and Punishment, Burglar Bill, and then you go and get caught all over again. What's she doing? Handcuffs. A nice silver plate. So it's all good. Oh yeah, what's this? Oh, the murderer. The Ross Robin murder. The trial of William Hughes. Insanity, the defence. Verdict of guilty and sentence of death. I don't think he had much in the way of anyone protecting you. You know, judicially. Once you were accused, that was pretty much it. You were done. What's this? Oh God, we've come in here before and I didn't even notice there was a bloody camera here. I was talking about the cameras and photography, and it's actually an old camera. Folks, anyway, we're in prison, but I've tried to behave myself as much as I can do, so I might get that out, you know, for good behaviour. So, anyway, there you go. Little history tour of Ruthin Gaol. And great it is too. So, if you find yourself in this neck of the woods, behave yourselves, because this is where you could end up. Oh dearie dear. How sad. Too bad, never mind. Right folks, I have been over Shelby Kilt-Man, and we're going back to the big castle on the hill where we're staying. So I'm going to catch you all later for a lot more historical jazz and bits and bobs.